What's up? Welcome back to the Fee King Show. It's the Fee King Show. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Fee King, your local fitness go-to girl. God willing, the show is going down. God willing, the show is actually live on the Facebook, on the gram, on the LinkedIn. Yes, when you're over 40, you will put the THE before the social media. Welcome back. The Fee King Show is all about who are you? Who are you on a cellular level? When you are going through it, when you are en route from going from where you are to where it is you want to be, who are you? What do you do? What's your why? How in the world are you keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is your self care modality? So I'll use myself as an example so that when you come on the Fee King Show, you'll know how this thing works. Who am I? I am a woman. I'm a sister. I'm a cousin to my favorite cousin on my mama's side, Rosetta Bonner. Rest in peace. I am an auntie. I'm a pet parent. I'm a fiance. What do I do? Well, I'm so glad you asked. I help women over the age of 40 specifically, yet not exclusively, get unstuck en route from where you are fiscally, from where you are physically to where it is you want to be. Why? Because I love myself so much today that it only makes sense to love my sisters exactly where they are. How? The how. Woo, well, we all know the how is God's responsibility. However, how I keep myself as balanced as a Libra can, my self care modality is running, reading, mindfulness meditation, transcendental meditation, and prayer. I am in a perpetual state convening and fellowshipping with God. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for the Fee King Show? Let's get it. Right off the bat, I'm going to share my Friday Partners Wisdom Wednesday message with you because I decided to do something different, right? Because we get to decide how we want our life to be from day to day, minute to minute, month to month, year to year. I decided I am going to listen to a snippet of Too Tight, Tonya Jones of the Radical Breaths message. And then I'm going to craft my show around her message. Let me tell y'all something. This is the first time that I've listened to Tonya's Wisdom Wednesday before the show. Typically, I upload it, I plug it in, I listen to it for the first time with you all. Let me just share with you how you know for sure, that God is working on your behalf, not only in the background, but the forefront, the background and the forefront. This morning, I get up at 5, I think it was 5:27. The alarm went off. I don't know why Sekou Rice has been setting his alarm for earlier. I noticed that and I was like, you know what? That ain't nothing but God working through him on my behalf. I've been saying to Sekou for months, you know, it's so hot outside. I really want to get up earlier so that I can get this run out of the way because, you know, I'm having hot flashes when I run and I got to run with the ice. And, you know, it affects my mood, all the things, all the excuses. But I still get out there and I still do it. It's just that, you know, I would like for it to be a little bit with more ease and grace. No. All right. So I get up about 15 minutes later. I go downstairs and I'm doing my workout for myself, and then I'm doing the audio for my fitness challenge. We are on day 3 of our 7 days. I am getting my sexy back, whether I'm 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I have not met a woman in her 70 or 80s who did not still want to look and, more importantly, feel amazing. This challenge is for them and for us. I shared with my tribe this morning, my fitness challengers. I said, are you delaying being happy until you get there? Do you know? This is what I said to them. Do you know that you can choose to be happy in the midst of it. So I had a client, someone who we were having a conversation about her becoming a client. She said to me, I will be so happy when I get a six pack. My response to her was, can you choose to be happy now while you don't have the six pack, while you're en route to getting the six pack? Is that possible? And she thought and she thought. She was like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I've also heard women, I just have not personally heard a man say this. Not saying that they don't say it or think it or feel it. I've just personally not heard them say this, which is, as soon as I fall in love, as soon as I meet the man of my dreams, as soon as Prince Charming comes through the door and kisses me on my lips, I'm going to be happy. It's not how it works. You being happy actually attracts the things and the people, the situations and the circumstances that you desire, just on the strength of your happiness, because you're coming to the thing, the person, the situation, the circumstances whole and happy. While you might be carrying an additional 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 6 pounds, you still can choose to be happy, right? Because if you put the weight on, you can get rid of the weight. You can attract the man of your dreams. You don't have to be sad and jaded and bitter and upset until he arrives. The likelihood of him arriving, what you would attract from that state is probably not what you want. So guess what? Give yourself permission to just be happy. I wish I had theme music. Oh, I'm telling y'all, it's all coming. So let's get into Wisdom Wednesday with my girl, my co-host extraordinaire partner, my friend of 20-something years, too tight, Tonya Jones of the Radical Breath.
What's up, everybody? It is Wisdom Wednesdays with Tonya at the Radical Breath. And oftentimes we think, if we just get this thing, if this situation turns out a certain way, if I could be with this person, then we'll be happy. But the time to be happy is now. We don't have to wait for external circumstances to experience joy. And also when those things do happen, because oftentimes we do have these moments of joy, but we're not fully able to experience them because we're holding on. We're like, oh, this is the beginning of something. Or actually, the moment right then is happiness and it's complete. We don't know what's coming next, but we can give ourselves fully to that moment at that time and experience a complete experience of joy.
She said complete experience of joy. I'm not for sure, but what I didn't share with you is that I literally only listened to 8 seconds of her Wisdom Wednesday message. 8 seconds. Because I love the element of surprise. I'm that person. When I was an actor, I loved not knowing if I was going to get a residual check. I was like, woo, I can't wait to see the amount. Or woo, if it's not coming, that's going to encourage and inspire me to go a little harder. Cray. Because I believe the majority of people, correct me if I'm incorrect, I believe, maybe not the majority, a lot of people like the certainty of certain. They like knowing, okay, every week or every month, every 2 weeks, I'm going to get some money. Every week, every month, every 6 months, every year, I'm going to have a job. Not me. I loved, it was exciting for me. It was always new. It was different. The amount was never the same. I remember getting a check, a residual check for some work that I did on, I had a co-starring role on Bold and the Beautiful. I did that gig years ago. I mean, decades ago. And I got a check for 38 cents. I was like, yes, a slow nickel beats a fast dime any time of the day. You better say that, B King. Thank you so much, Too Tight Tonya Jones. It seems as if we are always in sync. We're always in sync. Your message resonated with me. I choose happiness no matter what, in spite of, no matter what, in spite of, I choose happiness. And because I choose happiness intentionally, then the things and the people that I want and need, they're always within an arm's reach, a call reach. I will attract them when we're out in the city. As a matter of fact, yesterday, great story. I shared a video last week. Sekou and I went to an outdoor movie at Bryant Park here in New York City. We're on the bus stop waiting for the bus. A shuttle, a guy who's driving a shuttle, is backing into the bus stop area. I thought, that's odd because I know the bus has to stop here. And I thought if he's picking someone up, anyway, he's backing in, opens the door. He said, "Y'all want to ride?" I was like, "I love New York. Yes, we would love a ride." He asks where we're going. It's literally a straight shot up the street. He drops us. He takes us en route. He's playing R&B, and then something happens where it was all of a sudden this African American man, middle age, starts. Oh, we're talking about different events at Bryant Park. He said, "Yeah, they do salsa." I was like, "What?" I said, that is on our list. Like he knew. That we're learning salsa. Like we're gonna get involved in salsa. He was like, he just started, shaking his shoulders behind the wheel, and I'm looking and say, "This big brother knows how to salsa." When we get to our stop, I said, he turned on some salsa music. That's what happened. He turned on the salsa music. It was loud. I said, "Okay, before we go, you got to show me some moves." Y'all, he out of the seatbelt, doors open. He comes around. I jump out the shuttle, and we're getting it in. I was like, yes, I miss salsa. I have not done it since I lived in Houston. I miss it so much. I miss it so much. And like, why are you not doing it? I'm about to. Now, yesterday, I'm walking home from the store. Someone yells out, "Hey, Miss Lady." Usually, I don't respond. Too Tight told me, don't be making eye contact with folks in New York. And it's not because people are mean or crazy or aggressive. It's because you will invite unwanted attention. So I'm pretty much here. And I love to talk to people and smile and, give them a high five. But I'm like, oh, I got to stay here far too much. I'm here. Something made me turn and acknowledge. And it was him. So I run over to the shuttle and I was like, "They love us on social media." He's like, "You on social media?" I was like, "Of course I'm on social media." He shows me his social media. I take a picture. I told him I'm going to send him the video, and I am today. And so, even though it was hot outside, by the time I ran into him, it had already been a 15-hour day. My feet hurt. We were on the subway. It was my first. Talk about a year of first, a week of first, a month, a day of first. It was my first time being on the subway during rush hour. I was like, "Oh, never again." It was like, what? I mean, droves of people. It was like a sea of people as you look down the train. People, were packed in like this, and I get claustrophobic. I forgot, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." Just breathe, just breathe. Everything is fine. You're okay. And I was fine, and everything was okay. I'm just setting the backstory up for you to see how I could have been stressed. I could have been unhappy. I could have been um, filled with anxiety and all of the things because I'm hot. I probably was having a hot flash in that moment. All of the things. But instead, I'm just feeling so internally happy 98% of the time, or at least I'm able to pivot. That in that moment, I was able to have a conversation and just a really cool bonding moment with a stranger who's probably going to end up being our salsa teacher. I have a feeling he's going to be teaching us salsa in these streets in New York City. Stay tuned for that. Wait for that. Are you choosing to be happy in spite of? Are you choosing to be happy even though you might be experiencing an illness? You might be experiencing pain. You might be experiencing a loss of a loved one or a loss of a job, or maybe there's so many things, so many reasons why we can use that as a reason why not to be happy. I invite you to use that as a reason why to be happy and why you get to choose happiness or not. And you get to be happy right where you are, in the midst, in what Rev Melissa calls in the meantime, in that in between time, like I'm en route to somewhere, and I'm gonna put being happy off until I get there. No, no, no. You get to give yourself permission to be happy en route there. Does that make sense? Let me know. All right, let's get into oh hat game. So as you notice, I've not been doing what's up. Is that Demetrius? Hey Demetrius, good morning. BMR Nashville. Demetrius, I don't know if you can be here Sunday for Sekou Writes 409. Let's talk about that. Bam. All right. He can. Oh, Sekou Wright says you can do it virtually in Nashville. You can do it virtually in Nashville this coming Sunday, virtually and in person. We will be celebrating. We will be honoring. We, if you don't know the man, will be coming out to Prospect Park in Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn in the house. Hey, love me some Brooklyn. I do that all the time because Brooklyn is everything. Everything. We will be celebrating, honoring. For those of you who have never met Sekou Writes in person, you get to meet the man himself. You get to show him some love. You get to walk a mile with him. You get to run a mile with him. And then afterwards, you get to break bread with him live and in person. If you are unable to make it, it's all good. Guess what? You get to do it virtually and then take a selfie or a short video. Tag us. I will do that now. You can tag us, and also you can register with me, Fee King, through my Facebook page. You can also send, let me take this down. You can also send your video to Sekou Writes and or Fee. Please join us, and let me share with you why the 409 is so important. It's so important because today is not promised. Not even today. You know, we've all heard the analogy, tomorrow's not promised. Today, in this moment, is not promised, which is why you get to choose happiness. Because we don't know from one day to the next. I'm expecting to be here for a long time. You want to make God laugh? Tell God that. We have no idea. So we get to enjoy the each and every moment of this experience. Almost 2 years ago, this coming Sunday, my beloved, my friend at the time, boyfriend, my longtime friend of 20 plus years, and now my fiance, because he put a ring on it. I'm sorry. Okay, let me say first. My fiance, Sekou Writes, experienced a hemorrhagic stroke. For those of you who, if you're anything like me, are not familiar with what a hemorrhagic stroke is, it is a major stroke that some doctors say that many people don't make it. And he's here as a living testimony to show you, to show me, to show himself, to continue to show himself the power of God. And so it would be a disservice to people out here in the world and to God if he did not give his testimony at every opportunity. He will be speaking Sunday. We will be running and walking. We will be breaking bread together Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6:30 a.m. on the West Coast. We will be out there for a while, so don't worry about it. If you're not up, join us when you get up. And that is 8:30 Central Mountain Time. So we would love to meet you. We would love to see you. Sekou Writes is going to be celebrating the fact that not only is he here, but he's been able to move himself from where he was, short-term amnesia, excuse me, short-term right side paralysis. He's still experiencing pain from the top of his head all the way down to his toes every single day. Like I'm with him every day. I see him experiencing pain. I also see him not using pain as an excuse to not be happy. He finds ways and reasons to be happy and grateful. He's written a book about it, Hack Your Pain Now, which is his hack to you being able to not only manage the pain, but accept it. Some things are just out of our control. We continue to do the work, we show up for ourselves. Some things are just out of our control, but there are hacks that he shares with you in these 11 commandments that you can use if you're experiencing mental pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, and physical pain. Again, that's happening this Sunday. Please come out. I would love to meet you. Have a good time in Brooklyn. And then lastly, let's see, what else do I have for y'all? Lastly, see, that happens when you're moving too fast with the computer and it just freezes. All righty. Lastly, we are gearing up for my next 7 days at a time fitness challenge that goes down this coming Monday. If you are a woman over the age of 40 experiencing perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, midlife weight gain, midlife brain fog, lack of energy, low energy, lethargy, if you are a woman under the age of 40 experiencing any of those things, or at least want to be better prepared than I was at my age, I lovingly invite you to join. It's all virtual. It's self-paced. You do the workouts when you can. You do have 24 hours. And then I'm also, because people have reached out to me, Fee, what if that doesn't work for me? Do you have other offerings? And so I decided that I am going to host and facilitate 2 live group workouts, mainly for those women who are like, I just want to know more. I want to see who you are and what you do, how you do it. I got you. And then, do you have modified versions of your exercises? Because what I see you doing on social media, it's a lot. And I don't know if I'm able to, or really if I want to. And here's the thing. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to or are unable to do, because I have 23 years worth of exercises, movements, different modalities. So I got you. And in these upcoming live group workout demonstrations, I get to share that with you. I also get to be with you and answer your questions. I also get to share more with you. These are going to be for 45 minutes. If you are interested, please let me know and I will send you the link to sign up. It's going to be this Saturday. I have not designated the time. There we go. Hey. But I will let you know. Again, it's for women over and under the age of 40. Come bring yourself as you are. I would love to meet you. I would love to connect with you. And I would love to also be a vehicle of a solution for whatever it is that is keeping you stuck. I help women over the age of 40 specifically, but not exclusively, get unstuck. All right, I think that's it. Let me just say hi to some folks on the gram. Thank you so much for being here on the gram. Sharing is caring. If you found any value in the Fee King Show, go ahead and share that thing. And then lastly, we're going to get up out of here. Yeah, we're going to get up out of here. Have an amazing, yummy, delicious, powerful, positive, productive, impactful day, week, month, the rest of this year, and for your entire life condition. I do want to share this with you. For my women experiencing perimenopause, this right here, I'm going to angle it so you can see it. And I was going to say, I don't even have my spotlight on. Collagen peptide. And there is also a vegan version, vegan brand This one right here, let me tell you what it does for us. Okay. It helps with joint mobility. It helps with the appearance of that kind of crepiness that you start to get, some will start to get in your face, those fine lines and that crepiness in your thighs and your arms. It also helps with nails, helps keep your nails nice and strong. And so what happens is as we get to age, which is such an honor and a privilege, what happens is we naturally produce collagen, and it starts to become less and less and less. And so what I love about a good supplement is you get to replenish your body with what your body is no longer either producing or or losing at greater rates. So if you want more information, join me this weekend. We're going to do 2 lives, 45 minutes. We're going to get it in. All right, y'all. Thank you. I don't know if that was me doing that or someone else. Have an amazing one. We out. Late.